everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a vlog style video sharing all my meals, all the different foods and drinks that I have throughout the day today on a low carb diet. I wasn't going to film this video today just because there is a lot of things going on around the house. We have construction going on, there's a lot of noise. It's a beautiful day outside today and I have all the windows closed while I am sitting here working and filming because there's just so much noise. So behind me, you can see that's my hubby's tractor, his Kubota back there, that's being used. And then the deck is being resurfaced, I guess you could call it, recapped. I took all of the decking off and now they are like just making sure that everything is level and shoring everything up, making sure that it's going to be good to build on top of. This deck wraps all the way around the house here in the front. So there are men, as we speak, walking back and forth here on these boards, and it's just, there's a lot going on. So I thought, you know, I'm going to go ahead and film despite all that's going on. I am sitting here getting ready for my Zoom call tonight. We have a group Zoom call once a month over in my Patreon group, and I'm getting some material together ready for that. I am reading a book right now and kind of off topic, but this book, I don't know if you've read this book before, but I read this book I actually listened to it on audio while I was traveling back and forth on the road. I had to go ahead and order this book because as I was driving, listening to the audio book, there were so many things I wanted to take note of and highlight. And a lot of these things I could use like while I'm coaching. There's just a lot of great information in this book about creating new habits, breaking old habits. I went to order the book and I saw that there was a workbook, so I ordered that. And so I'm just kind of getting some things together for our Zoom tonight. If you are not a part of our Patreon group, you can go down below this video. It's also available on my website at lowcarbrevelation.com. Search for Patreon. You can go there, you can join. I have a 7-day free trial over there where you can go and join and try it out for 7 days. You can view all the content that I've ever posted on there, videos that are not shared anywhere else except for that group. There's some challenges that we have done over there. There are recipes, just a lot of different, there's coaching tips that I've shared. And so it's all over there. Like once you join for 7 days, you can go and view all of that content. Let me know down in the comments if you've read this book. This book is very good and it really can be used with this way of eating and breaking old habits that are not good with our way of eating and creating new habits and just a better outlook on things. I'm also having some hot chocolate. I am having hot chocolate right now. This is my favorite way to have hot chocolate. This is my aunt's mug. I got several things from her after she passed away. I got a couple of lovely tables up in my office. They're wood tables with granite tops. And I got this coffee mug. I love it. I've been drinking out of it ever since I got it. The way I make my hot chocolate is I use Element chocolate or any of the chocolate medleys. There is a chocolate caramel. There is a chocolate mint. A lot of them are seasonal. The chocolate is always available on Element's website. So I just take this whole packet and I will heat up water and pour the whole packet in the hot water, stir it up, and then I add a little splash of heavy cream and it makes the most decadent hot chocolate. It's like, if you like chocolate with sea salt on it, have you ever bought like any kind of chocolate with sea salt? I used to buy that all the time when I ate a lot of chocolate. I like that salty sweet with the chocolate. That's what it reminds me of. And it is a great dessert. And I don't drink it a lot during the summer because it's just hot out and I don't want something hot. But it's starting to cool off at night here and the leaves are starting to change. I don't know, you might be able to see some of it back there, but it's just putting me in the mood for fall and hot drinks. And so I went ahead and mixed me up a cup of this today just to enjoy while I'm sitting here working. If you're wondering what this product is, this is Element. When you eat a high carb diet, your body retains water. You hold on to fluid. And when you start eating low carb, your body flushes water. It no longer retains that water like it used to when you're eating a high carb diet. When your body sheds all of that water, you lose electrolytes right along with it. So every day I replace my electrolytes with Element. It is my electrolyte drink of choice because it's very clean in ingredients. They taste great. There is a sample pack right here that you can get if you place an order on Element's website, and you will be able to sample all of these different flavors. There are fruity flavors. There are even spicy ones. If you want to have something spicy, there is a raw, unflavored one as well, if you're not about sweeteners and that kind of thing. And the way you get the sample pack is you go to the link that is right here on my screen at drinkelement.com/low carb revelation. The link will be down below this video in the description. When you click on the link, you'll be taken over to Element's website. You can make a purchase of anything on Element's website, and Element will send you a free sample pack like this one with your order, so you can sample all the different flavors and find out which ones are your favorites. You could buy the chocolate, which I highly recommend for fall, and then you'll get the sample pack and you'll be able to sample all the different flavors. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the kitchen, get breakfast going. I'll show you what our first meal is gonna be today, and I'm gonna drink this while I'm doing that. So thank you, Element, for sponsoring this video. So I'm gonna be making my baked French eggs, and these are gonna be double baked French eggs. So I have a silicone muffin mold here. This is the jumbo size. I will link this one down below. It's big enough to make 2 eggs in each one instead of 1 egg. And that's why I call them double baked French eggs. So I'm gonna start by putting 2 eggs into each mold, and I'm not scrambling them. I'm gonna leave them whole. I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees. I also have some bacon that I chopped up, and I have it going on the stove in an iron skillet, and I'm making little crispy bacon crumbles. That's gonna go on the top of each one of these before I put it in the oven. I'm gonna start by putting a little bit of salt into each one of these. I like to put the salt in first because it has a chance to kind of go down into the eggs. And then I'm gonna add a splash of heavy cream to each one of these. Now, you could leave this out, you really could, but this is what makes the baked French eggs so creamy. They're so good. You don't wanna leave them out. I have some Gouda cheese here that I'm gonna put on top. I pre-shred my own cheese most of the time, not always. There are times when I can't pre-shred my cheese, but I try to do it for the most part because there are extra carbs in cheese that you buy that's already shredded. They put like anti-caking agents in there, and that adds carbs. So I try for the most part to shred up my own cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and finish cooking up my bacon. I'm gonna put a little bit of bacon crumbles on top of each one of these, and it's gonna go in the oven for about 22 to 24 minutes because these are double eggs. They take a little longer. I like my yolk to be just firming up. I don't like it to be runny, and so it takes a little time for that to happen. The way I test it is I will take my finger and just kind of poke around on the top of the egg cup, and you can kind of tell when that yolk is firm. You can kind of feel it back when these are all done. All right, so I'm having a double baked French egg. Let me turn this camera around, cut into this thing so I can show you. It took 24 minutes in my oven for a double baked French egg at 375. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like inside. Cut this thing open. This is what it looks like. You got the firm yolk here, the gooiness of the cheese, the bacon crispies on top. I'm gonna eat this. A lot of times this is enough for me, 2 eggs with the cheese and the bacon and all of that. So I'm probably just gonna have this one. And I am still sipping on my hot chocolate Element. So I'll be back later when we have something else. See you then. All right. We are at Culvers. We went to town. We had to go to Home Depot again. Been doing some home improvements and having to go to Home Depot. But
somebody got a pup cup.
Sapphire got a pup cup. And I'm going to show you what I get when I go out for fast food, like Culvers. We don't do it often at all. It's a rarity. But we're running around today, and so it's just after 3 o'clock. We're eating a little earlier than normal too, but we decided to get some Culvers. I'm getting a, what is it called?
Double butter burger with
deluxe.
Bacon.
Yeah. A deluxe. It's a double
deluxe with bacon.
Double deluxe with bacon, no bun.
No ketchup.
No ketchup. So I'll show you that when it comes. And Sapphire is enjoying her whipped cream. There's a treat in there. You're down to the bottom.
She can't get it. Licking it.
I can't get it for her.
She's getting it.
She can't get it. So anyways, I'll show you that when it comes, and I'll be back. All right, here it is. Double burger. I took off one piece of cheese, and there's some bacon under there too. So I'm going to be having this for my second meal today. All right, I'll see you soon. Even though we've already eaten our little burger patties at 3 o'clock, I am going to go ahead and roast a chicken. I was going to roast a chicken today for dinner anyways, and so I thought I'll go ahead and roast it, and if we get hungry, say around 5:30, 6 o'clock, we can eat the chicken, or I can just wrap it and put it in the refrigerator for tomorrow. And so I wanted to show you what I'm going to use to season my roast chicken with. So I went to the store today to try to pick up some lemon pepper seasoning, and the little grocery store that we go to doesn't have a wide selection. It's a small town, and the one lemon pepper seasoning that they had sugar in it, and it also had some other undesirable ingredients in it. So I came up with an idea to make my own lemon pepper seasoning, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. I have not done it yet. We're gonna try it and see how it goes. So I'm gonna use these True Lemon packets. These are just crystallized lemon peel. And what was in the seasoning was lemon peel and pepper, and there was some garlic in there and some salt. So I'm gonna just put in, I think I have 5 or 6 of these little packets. These are great. You could put these in water. If you wanna have some lemon water, you can use them in recipes, and they're very versatile, but I have not used them yet in the chicken. I have 6 packets, just, going for it. And so that's what it looks like, if you can see it in there. I'm gonna add just a little bit of garlic powder to this. I'm just gonna do maybe a half a teaspoon. And I'm also gonna put some pepper. And some salt. And I'm just going to give that a little bit of a mix. I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees. I have some olive oil here. You could use olive oil, you could use avocado oil, you could use butter if you want to spread it all over, but you want to use some kind of fat or oil to, you can even use bacon grease. I've seen people do that before too, but that helps give it a little bit of crispiness. So I'm just gonna use olive oil, and I'm gonna drizzle it all over. All right. Then I'm going to take my, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more pepper to this. I don't use a whole lot of pepper in my recipes, but I'm just watching these guys walk around out here on these boards, and wow. It's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just sprinkle this all over the olive oil, and the olive oil will cause the seasoning to stick. It'll act like a binder. At this point, if you wanted to, you could tie the legs together. I don't have any string with me, but you can tie them together like that, and it'll just help it cook more evenly. I'm gonna use my temperature probe. I have a meter temperature probe. I'm gonna pull that out and I'm gonna put it into the thickest part of the meat, which is right around the breastbone. I'm gonna put it in the oven and I'm going to cook it until it is 165 degrees internal at the thickest part. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the oven, and I'll be back when it is cooked through to 165 degrees. And I'll show you what it looks like. The chicken is in the oven. I just went and checked the mail, and I want to show you what I just got in the mail a little early. It's a little earlier than when it's going to hit the newsstands, but the Women's World magazine that I will be in, my article will be in, arrived today. She sent me a couple of copies, and this is the copy right here. This will be available on newsstands in grocery stores this Friday, September 20th, and it will go through to September 26th. So it is the September 30th issue. This is what it looks like. There's Jenny Garth on the front. It has a pink cover, and I'm kind of embarrassed to show this, but anyways, here goes. Here's the article. I took so many pictures for that photo shoot. It had to have been close to 100 pictures. I had 3 different outfits that I mixed up different ways. I had a belt, no belt, heels, no heels, all that, and then I ended up being just in the picture with the one dress that they had recommended that I wore for my body type. So that is it. It will finally be here. So I'll be back later once my chicken is done, and I'll show you what that looks like. And so, see you soon. There's the chicken. It looks like it burnt a little bit on top, but I think I had a little close, the rack was raised up a little too high. But anyways, it's 165 degrees inside, and I'm gonna have Ed chop this up. He's really good at carving up chicken, and we'll give it a little taste test. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this little piece of chicken a try. I'm not very hungry since we had those burgers earlier. It's 10 after 6, and I'm gonna probably eat a couple of bites of this, and then I'm gonna make myself a cup of decaf coffee, and I'm gonna go up and get ready for my Zoom call that we're gonna be doing tonight on Patreon. But I wanted to try this and let you know how it is. The chicken's very moist. I wanna try some of the skin. Zinga. I can really taste the lemon quite a bit. It's good. Maybe I could have used a little bit less packets of the lemon, a little bit more salt, and a little bit more garlic, but definitely has a great lemon flavor to it. It's just a little bit, tart. So definitely that's how I do when I make a recipe. I'll just kind of play around with it, play around with the ingredients, and I'll just back off a little here, back off a little there, add a little this, add a little that, and I'll get it right. But definitely a great idea with the little lemon packets. I can definitely taste that lemon pepper flavor. I think I could have added a little bit more pepper too. So probably 3 to 4 packets of the lemon instead of 5 to 6. I think it was 6 that I used, so probably half of that. So 3 packets and a little more pepper, a little more garlic, and a little more salt. I think that would be great. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. It really helps us out in the algorithm. I'll see you real soon. God bless.